Harambee! Neno hili si hivyo. Mambo ni matatu.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that the video is going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine, as you can see. Kisumu is fantastic. And maybe you could also let me know where you're watching the video from. The county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, Rigathi Gachagua today officially began his campaigns for becoming the next president of the Republic of Kenya. And from day one, you can clearly tell the trajectory Rigathi Gachagua's campaign is going to take.
Why does Rigathi Gachagua want to be president? I don't want to promise you lies that I'll build roads, I'll build dams, I'll connect electricity. Those are lies. The country is almost broke. We have a debt of 12 trillion. So telling people I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do that, ni uongo. Mchungaji umesema I'm a truthful man. If Kenyans elect me as president, Mungu akikubali, I don't want to promise lies to the people of Kenya. I want to do only one thing, to restore the Kenyan state to where Mwai Kibaki left us. And few things we want to do only. Make sure we restore our health system, that when you go to hospital, there are drugs. Restore NHIF so that when you have a card and you go to hospital, you are treated and you go home. Restore the education system, free primary education that Mwai Kibaki gave us. Make sure we restore the university financing model so that our children can get education, which is an equalizer. Rigathi Gachagua wants to restore the dignity of the payslip. Most of you here who have a payslip, it has been raided and you have no purchasing power. That is why Kenyans are in trouble.
It is very clear that Rigathi Gachagua's campaign will actually take advantage of the weaknesses of William Ruto's policies. But besides that, it is also very clear that Rigathi Gachagua's campaign is going to mirror William Ruto's campaigns, William Ruto's strategies, which he used against Uhuru Kenyatta. And today, Rigathi Gachagua really destroyed William Ruto.
I saw my former boss yesterday bragging how educated he is and saying that his former deputy did not have education. That is why he could not help him. Mwai Kibaki, the greatest president Kenya has ever had, a great man, very focused economist, went to the prestigious Makwiny University for his bachelor's degree. Later on, he went to the London School of Economics for master's. He performed as Minister for Finance and Economic Planning. A great man, a great leader. In his 10 years presidency, Mwai Kibaki never took the microphone to lecture the people of Kenya about how educated he was. He never. Yet, the things he did, everybody can see. As we drove yesterday on the Thika Superhighway, in reaching Muthaiga, we remembered Mwai Kibaki. When you look at Nairobi, the bypasses that Mwai Kibaki opened, you marvel at how focused a leader can be. It is during the reign of Mwai Kibaki that there was free primary education. It is during the reign of Mwai Kibaki, banks were hawking loans. You would go outside a bank and you find a tent. Some little nice pretty girl was calling you, please come, we give you a loan. There was too much money in the country, isn't it? All those who made money, I included, we did it during the reign of Mwai Kibaki. Not a single day did he brag and boast to the people of Kenya or how educated he is. When we look at the one saying how educated he is, in 3 years, the things he has done, abductions and extrajudicial killings, theft of public resources, destruction of the health system, destruction of the education system, gangs and militias harassing women all over. That to him is the benefit of education. So I was thinking about it last night as before I slept, and I analyzed at how educated this man is. With all his degrees, and there are many, and I came to this conclusion. Yes, he has a PhD in lies and deception. He has masters in corruption, theft, and bribery. Bachelor's degree in abduction, extrajudicial killing, and ordering for people to be shot in the leg. The man has a diploma in mismanagement and destruction of working institutions. And he has a certificate in wash, tribalism, and dividing the mountain.
In this video, I want us to look at 5 things which I've actually picked from the one campaign of Rigathi Gachagua. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. Ladies and gentlemen, one thing is very clear, that Rigathi Gachagua is likely to be on the ballot.
Na sisi tumekaa chini tukaangalia kwamba mkitaka 2027 huyu William Ruto aende nyumbani, sio rahisi vile mnafikiria. Huyu William Ruto mkitaka aende nyumbani paka mumweke mwanaume ambaye anaweza toa yeye. Na mkiangalia kwa hao watu wote, yule mtu wako na nguvu, yule mtu wako na muscles, yule mtu wako na akili ni huyu Rigathi Gachagua. Mimi natoka kule mkoa wa Magharibi, kule Western Region. Waluya wote wamechoka na huyu Kasongo.
And I've talked about the fact that Rigathi Gachagua will be on the ballot on many occasions. But is there anything or anybody which can stop Rigathi Gachagua from being on the ballot? Because let's face it, who can actually defeat William Ruto in 2027? Can Fred Matiang'i defeat Ruto? Can Kalonzo defeat Ruto? Can Rigathi defeat Ruto? The answer to that is yes, but only if one of them is fronted. For example, if Matiang'i is fronted, he can easily defeat Ruto. If Kalonzo is fronted, he can easily defeat Ruto. But the question is, what about if Rigathi Gachagua is fronted? Because clearly, Rigathi Gachagua has more numbers than these other guys.
Githurai munasemaje? Mulango ya mulima wewe Zakayo, wewe mwizi, wewe muuaji, wewe mpora nchi, harambe Kasongo ende Kasongo harambe Githurai hoye, Githurai hoye, Githurai muma.
Can the other guys agree to front Rigathi Gachagua? I don't want to talk about that for now. For now, I want us to look at the 5 things which I've picked from today's events. Because later on, Rigathi Gachagua was in Githurai. And I'll do a separate video about the reception in Githurai.
Huyu Kasongo amepanga pale Ikulu. Ameweka pesa na container ya 40 feet. Ile pesa ya SHA na ile ya masomo, watoto hawaendi shule. Pesa yote yako pale, anahonga watu. Juzi ameita watu ya Kiambu, ameyapatia kila mtu ngiri 10, hata Kiambu itoke kwa mlima Kenya. Inawezekana? Inawezekana? Mulima hapana mipaka. Mulima ni sisi. Na watu ya Kiambu bado fikisha ujinga hapo. Watu ya Kiambu watakaa ndani ya mlima Kenya.
But I picked a few things. Number 1, Rigathi Gachagua's campaign is actually going to be brutal attacks. He's not going to spare William Ruto. And this, in my view, can be attributed to the way he feels William Ruto mistreated him during the impeachment. So he has a bone to chew with William Ruto. And that's why, was it yesterday or yesterday but one, I advised William Ruto that for him to survive the onslaught from Rigathi, he must pave way. He must allow Rigathi Gachagua to just walk without passing on his way. Because anytime William Ruto will try and respond to Rigathi Gachagua, he's going to get it very rough. Rigathi Gachagua is brutal. So his strategy is brutal attacks. Even Ruto never used this kind of strategy on Uhuru Kenyatta. So that's number one. Number two, I think the idea is also to instantly respond to William Ruto. Because, you know, Rigathi Gachagua worked with William Ruto very closely. And during that time, William Ruto would do certain things, would say certain things to Uhuru Kenyatta against Raila Odinga, but Raila or Uhuru never responded. With the time, Kenyans started believing Ruto. For Rigathi Gachagua, I think what he wants to do is that anytime William Ruto attacks him, his response is going to be fast, instant, and furious. And in my view, that is very dangerous. And number three, Rigathi Gachagua's campaign is also going to be based on consolidating Mount Kenya. Of course, politics is a game of numbers. The only numbers Rigathi has are those from Mount Kenya. That's why he began his campaigns in Nyeri. Today he was in Githurai. The truth is, if Rigathi can consolidate the entire mountain, it doesn't even need any other region to stop Ruto. For example, if, let's say, Rigathi will be on the ballot, and Kalonzo on the ballot, and Ruto on the ballot, there's a very high chance that Rigathi will be number 2. And that Ruto will not win with 50% +1, which means a rerun is going to be occasioned. And that's why in my video yesterday, I opined that William Ruto is actually praying for Rigathi Gachagua to be on the ballot. Was it yesterday's video or today's video? I think today's video. And lastly, and number 4, if you listened to Rigathi and his speech, he's actually following William Ruto's playbook. I was shocked that even in Githurai, he followed William Ruto's playbook. Because I saw Rigathi Gachagua holding watermelon, which means someone selling watermelon took to him. It's normally not very easy to access those politicians. Not very easy. Even some leaders there cannot access them, especially at that level. But here Rigathi was, and we saw someone gifting him with a watermelon. We used to see William Ruto in Githurai. You can imagine the rally there. And then someone selling mahindi manages to reach him during the campaigns. He was a deputy president at that time, which means it's things they planned. So I want to assume that Rigathi is actually going to use William Ruto's playbook, which he used against Uhuru Kenyatta. And lastly, Rigathi is out to assassinate the character of William Ruto. And I don't know what Ruto will do, but the truth is, moving forward, Rigathi Gachagua is really going to destroy the character. He's going to assassinate the character of William Samoei Arap Ruto. I don't know what you think. That's my take. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.